Was home alone with my stepmom, but I felt her another purpose approaching me. The rain started in the late afternoon, soft at first, then heavier, until it sounded like marbles scattering on the roof. My father had left that morning on a business trip to Istanbul. It was the first time in months he'd been away overnight. Normally, my stepmom, Nadia, would leave too, visiting her sister, but this time she'd stayed behind. It was just the two of us. Nadia had always been hard to read. She was polite, even kind at times, but not warm. Not like my mom had been before she died. But in the weeks leading up to that night, I'd noticed subtle changes. Her glances were sharper, her tone lower, her phone calls whispered behind closed doors. We ate dinner in silence, the storm rattling the windows. She barely touched her food. When she cleared the plates, she said, "Stay in the living room. I need to talk to you later." Her voice wasn't angry, but it wasn't casual either. It had weight to it. I sat in the living room trying to watch TV, but I couldn't focus. Every creak of the old house made me jump. The rain pressed against the windows like it was trying to get in. When she came in, she didn't sit in her usual chair by the lamp. She sat on the couch next to me. Too close. "I know this is awkward," she began, her voice low. "But I can't keep this from you any longer." Every nerve in my body went tense. She leaned in slightly, her eyes locked on mine. "Your father isn't who you think he is." I blinked. "What?" "He's been hiding things from you. A secret life. Dangerous things. People are watching the house. They think you know too much." My heart raced now. Not from what I had feared a moment ago, but from what she was actually saying. She reached into her bag and pulled out a small black notebook. Inside were photographs. Grainy shots of my father meeting strangers in parking lots, envelopes changing hands, stacks of cash, a pistol tucked under his jacket. "He's been laundering money for people you don't want to know about," she whispered. "And now they're coming. Tonight." I stared at her. "Why are you telling me this now?" "Because they think I'm on his side, but I'm not. I'm here to protect you." At that moment, headlights swept across the living room curtains. A car stopped outside. Then another. She stood up, her voice suddenly urgent. "We don't have time. Grab your things. There's a car waiting in the back alley. We have to go now." "I don't believe you," I said, frozen. "How do I know this isn't some—" She snapped. "Because I'm not your stepmom. I'm an undercover agent. Your father has been under investigation for years, and tonight he's burned his last bridge. They're here to clean up loose ends, and that includes you." Before I could even respond, the sound of footsteps echoed on the porch. "Now!" she hissed. She grabbed my arm and pulled me toward the back door. Rain hit my face like needles as we slipped outside, crouching low, moving fast. A van idled at the far end of the alley. Nadia pushed me inside and climbed in after me. The driver floored it, tires splashing water. Inside the van, she handed me a phone. "We're going to a safe house. Don't call anyone." For the next few days, everything was a blur. Fake names, motel rooms, constant movement. I watched news reports about my father's business empire, about federal raids and frozen